What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Fallout 4. My name is Splattercat. Super stoked to have you here today as we hang out for a while, and I think we needed to run down. We can go to the mayor's office over there, but I kind of already went there and stole all of his stuff. So maybe not. I'm a bit of a thief. It happens. Normally I roleplay a good guy, but sometimes you gotta steal some shit. It is what it is. The Synthetic Truth by Piper White. Okay. Think I'll have a look around first. I mean, we can go one thing at a time. Looks like we got a barber over here, just in case we want to look a little sexier.
One of those things. It's that secretary of his, her and her perfect hair.
The mayor's secretary. Come on, Ma. I cut her hair myself, and I know human hair.
That's just it, Johnny. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference. If you nicked McDonough with your razor, he'd bleed.
Wow.
Don't mean nothing.
Kind of an odd situation to be in. Who are you?
Hi, Mrs. Codman.
Well, hello there. Another one of the poor and stupid of Diamond City come begging for table scraps?
The poor and stupid?
Oh, don't act like you don't know. There's two types of people in this town. The ones living in the stands and everyone beneath us. I know everyone in the stands, and that doesn't include you. Now, why don't you make yourself scarce?
Bitch.
What did you say? Oh, whatever. I'm done talking to you.
I couldn't resist. I hate hoity-toity people. They're the worst.
Hey, there's a bar in the old theater district that's for raiders only. A combat zone. I'd stay clear if I was you.
Huh. Tough neighborhood, I guess. All kinds of shit be getting rowdy around here, though. You can tell just by looking at it. It's pretty sweet they got the lights and everything working, though. That's really badass. I don't think I can steal anything from over here. We may have also been unfortunate enough to show up when everybody's in bed or asleep. I don't think you can wait anymore, either. I think you have to, like, sit on something or relax or... I don't know, something. Why? What are you selling?
Everyone else may be closed, but Diamond City Surplus is open 24 hours a day.
Okay.
Let's see what you got.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, look at you with all of your good stuff in here. I'm gonna sell you the standard magazine because I don't need any reading material right now. Got book return tokens. I got a bottle cap mine you can have. Brain fungus I don't care about. Take all of my buff out and all of my cartons of cigarettes. I'm just trying to make a little bit of cash right now. Combat shotgun, short barrel. I'll probably unload all of those too because they're worth far more than I thought they were. On top of that, we got like a frag mine in here. What kind of rounds do I need? He's got 44 and 45. What kind of guns do you have? You got anything like sexy that's actually like a real firearm that isn't made out of like a hollowed out hunk of a tree or anything? Some random leather, a mechanic's jumpsuit. I've already got all that kind of stuff. I don't think I'm going to need it. It's got a ported hardened pipe pistol. I don't need that either. Disappointing me right now. It's got more combat shotguns, though. The Wastelander's chest piece. 1 agility and perception. That's actually pretty solid. That's not bad at all. It's a pretty huge stat increase, to be honest, as long as you're okay with the amount of armor that you get out of that thing. Molotov cocktails. I got a bunch of cooking I need to do once we get up in here, too. I didn't even realize. You can run a lot of Nuka-Colas. I feel like I get rid of those as well and probably not be too badly off. Let's just take the cash for right now. Now that I got myself a little bit of Skrillses. Who's this guy? Solomon.
City's always jumping at shadows. Chill out is what I say.
Hey, Solomon.
Gotta accept life on its terms, you know? Something bad happens, just say yes to it.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm much more in the kicking, screaming, and resistance camp. If things happen that I don't like, freak out and destroy. We've got all kinds of bullets. Like, it seems really brave to leave your stuff outside of your house like that. Let's go see what Arturo's doing. Hey, what's up, Arturo?
Hey there. You should stop by my stall in the morning. Commonwealth Weaponry.
Hey, Arturo.
I've been dealing guns all my life. So did my dad. One day my daughter's gonna pick up the mantle.
You sleep with a nuke next to your bed? I mean, I like an armed public as good as the next guy, but at a certain point, do we all really need mini nukes? Listen, it is my Second Amendment right to have a mini nuke next to my bed for self-defense reasons. If I am invaded, I reserve the right to vaporize half my neighborhood in the attempt at killing myself violently.
Kyle, it's me. I'm not a synth.
Don't move, Synth. What have you done with the real Riley? Where's my brother?
I swear, I'm not a synth. Don't shoot, for God's sakes. We're family.
Put the gun down, now!
He's a Synth! He'll kill us all!
Kyle, no!
Okay, show's over. There are no synths in Diamond City, hear me? Just you folks and your damn paranoia.
Oh, and now he's a naked dead body.
Hey,
He pulled a gun on me. My own brother.
Ain't that a bitch?
you're safe now. That's all that matters.
I'm not a synth. I told him. I kept telling him. Why didn't he listen to me? I need a minute.
Well, it just goes to show, you definitely should not pull a gun on somebody in the middle of Diamond City. Everybody even came out. Apparently, this was the oh, you got base.
I can't believe that just happened.
Why do you have a baseball uniform on? I figured you'd have some kind of like fascinating backstory or something, but then I found myself disappointed and wanting. Fallon's basement. What is Fallon's? Looks like he sells stuff. I'll worry about shops a little bit later. I'm just kind of trying to lock down all the different storyline elements for right now. Just have a conversational episode where we talk to people, get settled in.
Glad you dropped by. You holding up, Blue?
Why are you calling me that?
'Cause you're a vault dweller? I know you're not wearing the blue jumpsuit right now, but the Pip-Boy and the fish out of water look, dead giveaways. So here's the deal. I want an interview. Your life story in print. I think it's time Diamond City had a little outside perspective on the Commonwealth. You do that, and I'll tell you what. I'll come with you. Watch your back while you get used to the world above ground.
All right, Piper. I'm in.
Good. Let's get down to business. So, I know you're from a vault. How would you describe your time on the inside?
My family and I were frozen. I didn't spend much time in the vault.
Wait, they boxed you up in a fridge? The whole time? Are you saying you were alive before the war?
Yes. I'm over 200 years old.
Oh my god. The man out of time. So, you've seen the Commonwealth, Diamond City. How does it compare to your old life?
Honestly, seeing everyone surviving out here, rebuilding the world, it gives me hope.
That's surprisingly inspired, Blue. We're definitely quoting that. Now, the big question. You came all this way looking for someone. Who is it?
My son, Sean, was kidnapped. He's not even a year old.
The parent after the missing child. As heartbreaking today as it ever was. Tell me, do you suspect the Institute's involved?
The Institute? Who were they?
That, Blue, is the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth. No one really knows who or where they are, but their handiwork is all over. Synths. Synthetic people. Sent from their hidden labs to do the Institute's dirty work. Sometimes they even replace a person with a synth double. A little covert agent no one would ever suspect. Now, not everything that goes wrong has the Institute behind it, but there's always a chance. That's why I'm asking.
I don't know.
No one ever does. That's what makes them so scary. For the last part of our interview, I'd like to do something different. I want you to make a statement to Diamond City directly. The threat of kidnapping is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. Everyone wants to pretend it just doesn't happen. What would you say to someone out there who's lost a loved one but might be too scared or too numb to the world to look for them?
No matter how much you want to give up, don't. You have to have hope that you'll see them again. Or at least, that you'll know the truth.
A strong note to end on, Blue. Thanks. That's everything. It's gonna take some time to put this all together, but I think your story is gonna give Diamond City plenty to talk about. Anyway, I agreed to come with you, right? Watch your back. Just say the word when you're ready. I can't wait to see where this story goes next.
Okay, so apparently Piper can now be on my team. I haven't had a whole lot of luck, so as a little bit of meta here, I've taken some of the companions out that were not the dog and had them hang out with me. They tend to not be very good, though. That's just been my experience so far. It's because their AI and pathfinding are weird. They're always getting stuck on shit and just kind of being useless. Whoa, there's a kid in here?
Well, hello.
Free paper to newcomers. If the Institute grabs you in the night, at least we warned you.
The Institute?
You ain't heard of the Institute, mister? They snatch people up in the night and no one hears from them again. It's all in the paper. Better read up before they grab you, too.
I believe you. Thanks.
You're a real lost lamb in the wolf's den, mister.
I mean, up until she got to the snatching portion, I was like, oh, somebody wants to grab me in the middle of the night and they don't even want to charge me for it? I was like, cool, whatever, let's do this thing. But then she said it was snatching. I was like, oh, that's a little bit more grippy. Seemed like there's be a little bit more fingernail action in there. And I'm just like, no thank you. A yellow trench coat, just in case you're into that sort of thing. What does my dog have on him right now? Anything?
Heads up.
Okay.
Piper.
Maybe I'll...
Head my way?
Sure, let's go.
Will do.
No, dog meat.
Sorry, boy.
Yeah, I'll send him back to Sanctuary Hills. He'll be fine. I hope. Yes? He has to walk there, does he? Oh, dude, that sucks. He has to walk there? That's brutal. I figured they'd just give him a pass, and that's where he'd be waiting for me. Piper's Terminal's over here. Some stim packs, some freebies. An Ushanka? Oh, I might not be able to turn that down. I like Ushankas. Ushankas are hella sick. Oh, we look so dope right now. And our ears are super warm. Also our forehead. Life is good. Nothing in the suitcase. I think she's up to something. I'm gonna check her terminal real fast. She's up to something. She's a synth. Noodles. We all eat them and we all love them. And Diamond City's Power Noodles has supplied this sustenance for the past 15 years. From the stilted mechanical cadence of Takahashi's programmed Japanese to the fragrant steam of it wafts from each bowl to the scalding tang of each delicious mouthful, the ordering and eating of noodles is one of the many shared human experiences. Or is it? I was struck by this very question as I sat at the counter of Power Noodles last Wednesday night, just after 5 p.m., enjoying a dinner I had so many times before. That's when I noticed our very own Mayor McDonough saddle up to a stool and engage in the very same ritual. Right hand extending, mouth opening, teeth chewing. Yes, eating noodles, the shared experience of almost every Diamond City resident. So it must have also seemed to the residents of Diamond City nearly 60 years ago on an uncharacteristically warm May evening in 229, as they sat around this very same counter. But that was before the days of Takahashi and his noodles, when the bar served not noodles but ice-cold Nuka-Colas, frothy beers, and stiff shots of whiskey. The barman's name was Henry, and that night he facilitated the shared experiences of drinking, smoking, talking, and laughing, that is, until tragedy struck. There aren't many among us who are even old enough to remember that evening, although some of the city's ghoul residents certainly could have, had they not been forcibly removed thanks to Mayor McDonough's anti-ghoul decree of 2282. But there is one person among us who does remember distinctly the events of that evening, respected matriarch Eustace Hawthorne, who recounted her story in a Public Occurrences exclusive interview. Oh, I was there all right, sitting right at the bar, sure as you're sitting in front of me now. 22 years old or so, just looking to have a good time. I was safe behind the wall. We all were, so what was the harm? And let me tell you, that Mr. Carter made it easy. He came into the town earlier that day, said he was from out west somewhere. It didn't really matter. But what did matter was his smile and his laugh and the way he'd make everybody feel at ease. That night at the bar, we all just sort of crowded around and everybody wanted to exchange a word or hear about the state of the Commonwealth, and Mr. Carter was all too happy to oblige. It was just so wonderful until it wasn't. Eustace continued her account of that evening, and the moment when things turned sinister and the truth about Mr. Carter was revealed. We'd been drinking and carrying on, must have been 3 hours. Mr. Carter had 4 or 5 drinks in that time. He seemed a bit drunk, I guess, like the rest of us. Then something just sort of happened. He was smiling, but the smile sort of went from his face all of an instant. Then his cheeks started twitching kind of funny, and I remember watching him, clear as if it happened yesterday. He reached inside his coat, took out a revolver, then blam! He shot Henry the barman right in the head, didn't hesitate, and didn't show any emotion. Mr. Carter killed Henry as casually as if he were paying him for a drink, but his cheek never did stop twitching, and let me tell you, all hell broke loose after that. What Eustace is describing is, of course, the infamous event known as the Broken Mask, when people of the Commonwealth learned for the first time that the Institute, the shadowy scientific organization responsible for the creation of combat androids, had actually succeeded in creating a model of android so advanced it could effortlessly infiltrate human society. Unbeknownst to the people of Diamond City, the Institute has somehow evolved their androids into true synthetic humanoids, synths. After he shot Henry, that Mr. Carter shot 3 or 4 other people too. Like I said, all hell broke loose. The guards came running, they opened fire, Mr. Carter, he kept shooting, throwing people left and right. Finally, the guards put him down. Seemed like they had killed a man who had flipped his lid and gone crazy, and he just lay there like a crazy dead man. Sure enough, God, it was horrible. But then we saw the plastic and the metal. This is one of the early synths, you see, and we realized it wasn't a man at all. It was just then that we all knew that the Institute wasn't just out there. The Institute was everywhere among us. It was never determined precisely why the synth known as Mr. Carter went on his killing spree. Some suggested that he had somehow remotely been controlled by the Institute who wanted to test his combat effectiveness. Still, others felt he had simply malfunctioned, a hypothesis supported by the twitching cheek, and was never meant to kill anybody. But at that time, the why hardly seemed important. What mattered is that the humans of the Commonwealth had been truly infiltrated by an organization whose intentions and motives were, and still are, a complete mystery. This brings us to noodles. Specifically, the noodles consumed by Mayor McDonough last Wednesday night in the same spot that Mr. Carter the Synth went haywire and mercilessly killed several people after spending hours sharing an experience the people of Diamond City assumed was reserved for members of the human race. They were wrong. Are we? I don't know. This seems a little tinfoil hattish to me. Let's see. Reader complaints. Oh, man. These are long. I think I'm going to leave that alone for right now. There's a bunch of complaints in, though. I'm going to let her follow me around for a little bit, and we'll keep an eye on her, see if she does anything weird. But there's still things that I want to explore and do here in Diamond City, so we're going to chill for a bit.
Big, loud, full of corrupt officials and government citizens, but it's home.
I guess so. What kind of gear do you have? You got a press cap and road leathers. That's it? How come your road leathers look so much more legit than my road leathers? Doesn't seem right to me. Seems a little bit messed up. I gotta give her weapons and I gotta give her armor. I think I got a bunch back in Sanctuary laying on the ground that I could give her. But while we're hanging out here, let's have a look around. Actually, if I could use a bed around here somewhere, that'd be the best way for us to bypass a little bit of time. It looks like you can get up into the skyboxes, and that's where, like, important people live, maybe? Let's have a look here. So where does this go? Looks like it calls an elevator. And then is this the elevator right here? It's gotta be. Let's see what happens when we fire this off. Where does this take me? To the mayor's office, maybe? I like it. As far as the design goes for the city, I think it looks nice. How it's all kind of circular around the noodle stand. You can tell where the central hub is going to be for socializing and people just hanging out in their free time. Oh yeah, look at that. It takes me up to the mayor's office. Ain't that a thing? Okay, well I don't really need to be at the mayor's office right now. Doesn't look like there's a clipping plane. Can I jump to here? Oh, I cannot. Lame. Super lame. Random clipping planes on top of buildings killing me. It's not right. It's messed up. Players should be allowed to acrobat around things as much as they want, like ninjas. Be more fun that way. Alright, well, no harm, no foul, because it auto-saves when we leave buildings, so pretty good there. What's on those chairs over there? Nothing?
Certainly, sir. Anything for an upper-stand resident.
This back.
Oh,
I don't object to
Hey.
outsiders coming up here, but must you insist on speaking to me?
Don't you have a boot to polish somewhere?
You belong down in the lower section of the city. It's more suitable for those lacking in ambition.
Whoa. Alright then. You seem like kind of an asshole. There's the Colonial Taphouse. I assume there's a lot of tap dancing going on in here. Lots of people tippity tappity tappity toe heel. Read somewhere that tap dancing is going extinct.
I don't think she wants to leave just yet.
Hey, this is between me and my wife. Why don't you mind your own damn business for once?
Oh, God, Paul, why do you always have to make a scene? Pour me another drink, Henry.
Damn it, Darcy, I just want you to come home.
I'll be home. Later.
Can't believe you'd do this to me, Cook.
Do what to you, Paul?
You smug bastard. You keep away from my wife, goddammit.
You'd better get out of here before you do something stupid.
You son of a bitch.
Don't hurt him, Henry.
Apparently we're having a fist fight. Damn!
Go on. Get out of here.
I'll be at home, Darcy, taking care of our son.
Got your ass kicked, dude. It's not that much bigger. Man, at least you got a couple chops in.
Sorry I had to see that. Things are usually a lot quieter around here. Perfect place to drink, if you're buying.
What was that argument about?
Nothing much. You see, Darcy here likes to relax and enjoy life from time to time, and her husband Paul doesn't. He's not a bad guy, really. Just a little uptight. Too bad he can't learn to relax, huh, Darcy?
Shut up. I don't come here to talk about Paul. You there! I haven't seen you in here before. Why don't you make yourself useful and buy me a drink or something?
If you insist. Set the lady up with another drink, Cook.
You heard the man, Henry. Give me more of what I like.
Let's see if I can remember. Anyway, I got a bar to run. Ordering?
So is this your place?
That's right. Owner, bartender, sympathetic ear. I try to provide a little oasis from the hardships of life. Name's Cook, by the way. Henry Cook. Let me know if I can get you anything.
Maybe later.
Okay, let me know.
So what's this lady want?
Hey there.
Isn't it fabulous? Sitting up here in the stands? Oh, you'll get addicted to it.
That's it, huh? I keep expecting shit to kick off, like there's gonna be some epic quest around here somewhere. But then we just have like these light conversations and nothing happens.
Big, loud, full of corrupt officials and brown-nosing citizens.
I think let's have a look at our map here. So taking independence, we gotta go do that. I forgot about that. Proceed to Cambridge Police Station. We could do that. Go to Valentine's Detective Agency.
But it's home.
All right, so let's go see if we can track this down real quick. Suppose that was my mistake. I've been wandering around. I think it gave me 2 placeholders too, so I'm not really sure. But we gotta go talk to the detective about finding our son. I think that might help us out a little bit. Man, that already went live? It's crazy. I didn't expect that to go live already. That's Arturo's house, so it's got to be on the other side of the block, maybe. Unless there is no other side of the block. Maybe we got to loop around to this left-hand side.
Hey, you there. I have a question for you.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
You were in the tap house before, and...
You and the bartender got in a fight.
Nice of you to call it a fight. But we both know what really happened. Cook kicked my ass. I'm supposed to pretend I don't know he's sleeping with my wife. Until he decides he's bored with her and she comes crawling back home to me.
So where do I come in?
I'm going to go back and talk to him, and I want you to come with me. You saw? He won't take me seriously otherwise. I don't want to have to really hurt him. I just want him to leave Darcy alone.
If you're just gonna talk to him, why do you need me along?
I don't want to hurt Cook, but if he doesn't listen to me, I don't know what I might do. He won't dare act so smug when he sees you at my back, and then nobody has to get hurt.
You're going to have to make it worth my while.
Too keen on moonlighting as hired muscle.
Well, okay. I can only pay you 80 caps right now, but I'll scrape together more after we take care of Cook.
Let's get this over with.
Okay. Come on.
Oh, it's on now. It's on now. So apparently there's a reputation system now like they have in all the BioWare games too, where people get grumpier or like happier with you based on the actions you participate in. I assume that this probably would have grumped out what's-his-name, too. I've brought the Minuteman guy along, but I don't know. Are we going? What are you doing right now, pal? I mean, we can go back up here, but I don't have to shoot anybody. I'd really prefer to avoid murder on somebody else's behalf. I mean, if I can avoid shooting somebody 40 or 50... Oh, look at that. She does have a gun. She was just hiding it. See? I like how we're just two people running around town pointing guns at people. Like, good morning, sir. How are you doing? Can I buy your wares? I'm like, this is really making me feel tense right now. I don't know if I can do business or have conversations when you're pointing a gun at me. Makes me feel mildly threatened. Maybe I'm just paranoid.
Don't be late.
Yeah, I'll be there. I just have to close up.
We need to talk.
Jesus, Paul. What now?
It's time for you to shut up and listen, Cook.
What the hell is this? And what are you doing here? Don't tell me he's hired you to help lean on me.
Well, if you're gonna walk away when I'm trying to talk to you...
What difference does it make?
I just like to know who to shoot at when the guns come out. Well, I'm listening, Paul. What do you have to say this time?
Just this. You leave Darcy alone, starting now, or else.
Now that is a very bad idea. You don't want to pull a gun on me unless you intend to use it.
But you think I won't use it? Huh? Do I just need to kill you? Is that what you're saying?
Well...
Put the guns away before this gets out of hand.
That's right. We can solve this like civilized people.
Too late.
This one's mine.
Ah! Wow. That dude took rounds. I'd go straight mafioso on his ass on some Valentine's shit. Cook's note, Cook's resident key.
Holy shit.
I mean, he shot me, not you, man. What are you upset about? Holy shit, he just unloaded buckshot into my face.
Hey,
You may as
Paul.
well check Cook's body. He's probably got money. More than I could pay you. Hell, I gotta get out of here. You should too, before someone walks in here and pins this on us.
Psh, ain't shit gonna happen. He's got a safe. Is that guy out of the room yet? I was gonna say, I can't steal from the safe until he's out of the room. Alright, we got this. Cool. This dude's dead as hell. Let's see. I'll be honest, I told him to put the guns away, so I feel like this wasn't really my fault. For having so much charisma, it weirds me out how much we fail at doing charisma-related stuff. Well, let me take a look here. So what's our charisma? It's a charisma of 6. Ooh, we can go with gun nut, or we can go... You know, given how much I use charisma, I'm gonna go for more charisma. It seems like an okay plan. I'm going to stack that up a little bit and we'll see what happens. I may also get rid of my companion and just roll alone because it seems like I'm being judged all the time. I mean, hanging out with the dog was fine because he didn't judge me about it. That's my blood on the floor right there. That's deeply upsetting. Oh, look. Apparently, we already had the Dead Redcoat Ale, didn't we? I don't think we need that. Is there anything else in here that's actually worth any money? I'll take the dirty water for sure. Nuka-Colas are fine because we can boil the dirty water later on. He's got a tar barrier or whatever in there. What did his note say? Does it make him guilty? Cook, we'll use the spot near Backstreet Apparel since I'm bringing a double shipment of chems you wanted. Make sure Nelson Latimer brings enough money this time plus what you owe from last time. Morowski's not going to put up with that bullshit. Trish. So apparently there's a chem deal. Huh. My name is Splattercat. I will see you all next time. Apparently we're going to go roll some guys and take their drugs. Shit's getting kind of hood out here in Diamond City. See you next time.